little smoky in here, bud.
Looks like you just got done hotboxing that thing.
420, nah.
What's up, guys? Cletus and Cars is this weekend. Be sure to come out and see your boys. We'll have the MR2. It is ready to go over there. And right now we are getting ready to get the Sidekick ready. I keep saying ready a lot, but we have a lot of things to get ready. And right now we are getting the transmission back in this thing. We got this completely gone through. She should be good to go. We just got to slap that guy back into the Sidekick and then we load up and we're off. But we also got to do some test burnouts in the driveway, make sure this thing's still working okay, and go from there. So we got a lot to do today, boys, and we're going to get to it and head out for the weekend. All right, guys, Susie the Sidekick is back up and operational. Well, we still got it fired up, but we just got the transmission in this thing. And yesterday, Wyatt added another button.
Yeah.
You want to show them that real quick?
We went through and did some wiring upgrades. So before, we had this really shoddy cable that just kind of dangled and came to the steering wheel for our steering button controls. So got with ProWire, got ourselves a really nice coiled cord that ain't going to stretch out over time, and then got these buttons rewired. So just like before, we have our trans brake button and our creep button. But
bump box.
Yeah, bump box, whatever you want to call it. But now instead of the horn being the nitrous, we have this red button here.
Yep.
And that will be our nitrous. It'll be a lot easier to reach it.
Click that thing again. Our solenoid ripping. So no more nitrous on the horn, which will be a lot easier.
Yeah, so that way you're not over here trying to do this while you're trying to get it spooled up. So now you can roll into the beams, pre-stage, get it up on the nitrous, and then bump in, and then you're off to the races. So a little bit nicer setup, and should be a lot easier to drive now.
Nice. Well, you ready to fire this thing up?
Yeah, I think so. Should be ready to go.
Got some ATF in there. We're gonna have to let it run for a little bit, top it off, and then we'll go test drive this thing. Maybe do a little test burnout, and then the Sidekick should be good to go for Cletus and Cars. Whenever you're ready. On. He's ripping. This thing is so sketchy. It was hazing the tires in second.
All in second gear. Nice. Everything works good.
Ready to do a burnout.
Do what?
Ready for a burnout.
Yeah, hopefully. sorry, Lewis. The break-in for your poor transmission will be third gear and rev limiter. Primo, ready to go.
Was that just first gear?
That was second.
Second gear?
Yeah.
Give me a 1, 2, 3. We gotta make sure all 3 gears work, especially third. That thing was ripping.
A little smoky in here, bud.
Everything seemed good?
Yeah. A little noisy, but rotating.
Looks like you just got done hotboxing that thing.
420, nah, dude.
All right, guys, the MR2 is ready to go. We just did a oil change on this thing, gave her a good once over, and I did see some comments about our latches, about how some of you guys were worried that they might not grab good enough, and something I didn't show. I already did this to the passenger side in that last video. I just didn't really talk about it too much, but I did add these little tube extensions. On the driver's side, I didn't yet, but I had already welded this one on just to help it get up in there a little more. And I can assure you guys that these latches are on there really good. So if I go ahead and shut the driver's side and we snap that one shut, I will go in there once again and show you guys, because I did see that it moved a little bit in the last video, but you can see my little extension there. And if we push on this guy, I mean, it cannot go anywhere. Look at that. She is on there. I mean, I'm putting a lot of, I almost feel like I'm gonna hurt the window if I push any harder. So we're good to go, guys. Nice and solid, tucked in there, both sides. Windows should not be a problem. Everything is patched, ready to go. Sounds like the first thing we will be doing with the MR2 is racing McFlurry, which I'm pretty excited for. Both cars have been 750s, and we'll see what happens. We have to get a couple test hits in just to make sure that clutch is dialed, but then it's the MR2 versus McFlurry. And then if the MR2 survives that, we're thinking about putting it in the street car class and seeing how far we can go with it in the street car class. We might even freaking enter the Sidekick if it's running good and just kind of go from there. But we are ready to load up the MR2, and then we're just finishing up some final things on the Sidekick right now, and then it's ready to go. And we are off to Cletus and Cars. That thing pops pretty loud now.
Yep.
Hey. One more thing we are waiting on is a door handle. That's on the way right now because this little plastic tab broke off right there that connects to the rod. So when we shut the driver's side door, we have to crawl inside the car to open it with the factory handle right here. It'd be nice to delete all that and then just do like the nice little race levers they do on these. Cut a hole right here and then you can access it from the inside or outside. But for right now, we're just gonna replace it with another stock door handle. And then we are good to go on that guy. Sidekick is ready to go. Hopefully it holds up.
You know, looking at this trailer here, we need another Sidekick.
We could fit like 4 sidekicks on this thing.
We scoot another one forward, scoop the MR2 and this one forward. I'll have mine back there. You pay for the rotary, and we'll have matching sidekicks. It'd be great.
All right, guys, we are about 5 hours away from Indy. We just stopped at this Pilot. It's our second gas stop of the trip, but we are making good time. just figured I'd wrap this video up and post it, even though we didn't have anything crazy going on. Just getting the Sidekick and MR2 ready, as you guys have already seen, but we're making good time. We will be there tonight. The event starts tomorrow. I'm excited to see you guys come out, and yeah, that's that, boys. I'm gonna upload this video on the drive. Sorry it wasn't a long one, but we'll see you at Indy.